Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our NCAA football series with the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And we have got a heck of a game on tap today as we are visiting Stillwater and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. This is going to be one of the biggest matchups of the season. They always give us fits. Now they are 3-0, it shows them to be unranked at this time, but they're definitely a dangerous team. Now, we are also undefeated. We have worked our way all the way up to number 7 in the country. We haven't had a ranking this high really since we got around the time of Crabtree being with us here in Lubbock. So, this is a big time for us here at Tech, and we definitely need to capitalize on it. This is not going to be an easy one, especially on the road in this type of environment. Anybody who's ever seen an Oklahoma State game in Stillwater, you know it's loud, it's raucous, it's never an easy place to play. And it doesn't matter how good their team is or not, they always play incredibly well in front of their home crowd. All right. So this is definitely going to be a matchup that is, man, it's one of those ones that doesn't look like it shapes out well for us. It kind of sets us up in a spot to where, I wouldn't say a trap game because it is Oklahoma State, but it's close enough to it with us being number 7 and them being unranked. So we definitely will have to be careful with this team and try to play mistake-free football. We've done that so far this season, so we got to continue it up. Now, here we are in the first quarter. Oklahoma State did open the ballgame with possession as they hand it off to Reed, and he makes a big cutback. Anderson kind of forces him in, but Armstrong couldn't bring him down. Reed will pick up 14 yards for the Cowboys offense as they are on the Texas Tech side of the field at about the 34-yard line. And we know they go with that patented hurry-up offense. So now they're going to be in a pistol formation. They double-check the play, kind of get everything set once again as they have the snap handed off to Reed, but the blitz is going to get him in the backfield. Big time play by this defense. Smith comes busting through, along with, Wilson got in there. We got a lot of pressure up on that one, and that blitz really helped us out. I wouldn't say it was truly a designed run blitz, but hey, it came out at the perfect moment for us. But we cannot just rest on that. We've got to keep the pressure going. So here they come out with a 2nd and 14 after that big stop at the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation. Bullock has it, hands it to Bennett up the middle. He breaks a tackle and breaks another one and finally gets brought down. He only gained 3 yards on that play, but that was a tough 3 yards for Bennett. We thought we had him wrapped up further back, but he breaks the tackles and is going to get free. Now here they come, 3rd and 10. As Bullock is in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. He's going to hand it back off to Bennett again on the draw play, and he's going to be brought down rather quickly. Great play there by our defensive lineman. Comes through and maintains his lane and is able to get the stop on that draw. He had some space open if we didn't make that tackle, but thankfully we did. So they're going to line up for about a 49-yard field goal here. And they will give it the boot, and right down the middle it goes. Easily made. On that one, they take a 3-0 lead here quick into this game. Now looking at some other scores in the Big 12, Iowa State jumps out on top of Central Florida early in the first quarter. It is a 7-0 game for the 2-2 Iowa State Cyclones over the 3-1 Central Florida Knights. So now here we come on our ensuing drive. Holt is going to be in a shotgun, 4 wide. He's got Birch in the backfield with him. It's going to be an option keeper. Holt down the right sideline. He's at the 30, breaking a tackle, and is pushed out at about the 28-yard line. That is going to be an 18-yard rush on that play. Big time gain by Holt, and that's something we're going to need to have continue on as these big plays here if we're going to maintain this game. And so with that one, we've got a 1st and 10, and we're actually marked out at the 29-yard line instead of the 28. Either way, it's only 1 yard and won't make too big of a difference for us. Now, shotgun, Holt, play action, has the snap, throws it off to the left side, and that one's almost intercepted and caught off the deflection. Not meant to be, though. Great play by our guy trying to make that catch off the deflection. That was a risky throw all the way across the field, and that's not something we really need to be doing, is taking that kind of risk. That could have gone horrifically wrong for us. So now Holt's going to be 5 wide. He's got the snap, and he's going to throw a receiver screen to Cutler, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 2 yards. They did not come up with the rush as well as we thought they would. They kind of dropped their linebackers and everybody back into a zone, so they kind of had that one pretty well covered. And that gives us 3rd and 8 from the 26-yard line now. 3-0 ball game. We trail the Cowboys. We're going to come out in a pistol formation, 4 wide. Holt's got the snap, scans over the field, fires it over. He's got Revis. He's at the 5, a touchdown, Tech. Get your guns up, Lubbock. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Holt finds Revis over the middle. And then just the individual effort by Revis, as you can see, he is fired up after that one. He dropped it in over the linebacker, and then it was that last little push, stiff arm at the end there that got him across the line, and that will give us a lead here in the first quarter. Big plays are what's going to do it for us today. We just got another one right there as we go on to try to get the 7-0 lead, and we will beat that one down through the middle easily there. So we will lead 7-3 here in this ball game. Revis with a great play. He's done well for us in the return game. Hasn't been, a prime receiver, but he's definitely working his way up to that, trying to get in there. So now we're going to advance up to the start of the second quarter on our next drive as we are pushing it deep into Oklahoma State territory. As we throw a quick little screen out to Hunter Sparks, and he's only going to pick up about 1 yard on that reception. He has caught the ball now twice for 25 yards in total, but just could not get anything going there. They did not bite on that play action as much as I thought they would. Holt having a pretty good day, 7 of 8 for 81 yards and a touchdown, needing that to continue. As we come out 2nd and 9, he's going to have an option keeper to the left side, makes a move, but not able to escape that one, and gets brought down after a gain of about 4 yards. He's got 32 yards rushing on the day, and that's pretty good for where we need him to be, especially with this option game. Maybe they'll start keying on him, and we'll get the ball to Birch a little bit more often. So now 3rd and 5 from the 8 as we're about 8.5 minutes mark at the second quarter. Trying to get this thing pushed in to extend our lead. 3rd and 5. Holt drops back, fires it. That one's deflected, almost intercepted. He was looking for Revis again on the little, basically, curl route it looked like, and just unable to squeeze it through that tight hole. Escapes without having a turnover there. Again, that's another little lucky moment for us as we do boot that field goal through. As we take a 1-touchdown lead now, 10-3. And let's take a look back at this Iowa State Central Florida game, and the Knights have now taken the lead here early in the second quarter, 10-7 over Iowa State as they are playing in Iowa State. So now after we got that field goal, Oklahoma State is going to try to come back at us. Now, Bullock has gotten hurt, so he's out of the game, and they hand that one off to Bennett. He gets a good couple yards off to the left side there. So Bennett and this rushing attack is going to have to try to take over since Bullock is out. They do have their backup quarterback in. Downside is I'm not too sure what he can do through the air. Britt drops back, scans over the field, fires Montgomery, and they pick up a great block on that one. He fumbles. Montgomery fumbles, but that's finally picked up. And it's going to be recovered by an Oklahoma State receiver. That sucks. As they will now get it at the 13-yard line. We forced the fumble that we needed. It looks like the Cowboys have a man down, but we're not going to focus too much on him. But we forced the fumble needed, and then they end up recovering that ball. And if you look, Bullock, it looks like it's going to be out for a couple quarters. So he should be back at some point in this game. Now Britt with the option. He doesn't toss it. He gets slammed to the turf. Armstrong comes through, maintains his gap, and then he's going to put Britt to the ground. Thought he was going to get that option going and get it tossed off, but no, he held on to that one for just a split second too long, and that allowed Armstrong to make that play. So 2nd and 13 now inside the red zone. Oklahoma State trying to get the first touchdown of their first touchdown of the game. Britt's going to be in a pistol formation. He'll option or play action. Britt keeps it and fires it deep over the middle, kind of just throwing that one away. Now, Kenny Britt is 2 for 3 for 60 yards, so he has made some plays, but a lot of that has been plays by the receivers, not so much his arm. And I think we saw a little bit of his accuracy or lack of it there on that throw. So now 3rd and 13. This is where we need to keep them at, is these 3rd and long possessions. Britt is going to be in a shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers set. He's got the snap. Eventually he'll get the snap, and he does now get the snap, and he hands it off to Reed. Little draw play. He's got a hole, but we closed that one up. We kept our guys back in a zone, which actually allowed for us to kind of contain Reed there. He had a hole open, and he almost was able to get that one through, but it does bring up 4th and 7 as the Cowboys bring out their field goal unit once again. And they're going to give that one a nice little boot right through the middle. They are 2 for 2 on the day as we maintain our lead 10-6 here in the second quarter with about 6.5 minutes to go. Now they did stop us, so we punted the ball back to them. And so here comes the Cowboys once again. They hand it off to Reed for pick up just 1 yard as that brings up 2nd and 9 as they just reach our side of the field on this one. So they are at about the Red Raider 48-yard line. Now, Britt looks like he's going to be changing the play as the tight end shifts to the other side. He has a snap, and he gets past our man. We had him on the option. We had him stuffed, but he got right past us. And then he finally tossed it out, and Reed picks up 4 yards. That brings up 3rd and 5. Man, we should have had that one stopped for a loss, but we kind of just panicked there for a second and hesitated, and he got around the edge. Now 3rd and 5. Britt looks back to the sideline for the play. And he's got the snap, scans over the field. We bring the pressure, but he's going to get it off to Hall, who's going to fight forward, and Hall actually gets the first down. Their tight end, Anthony Hall, makes the catch, and then that was pure individual effort to get that last about 1.5 yards they needed. So Britt stood tough in that pocket. He took a hit on that play, but he's delivered that ball to where it needed to be, and now they have a 1st and 10. Time is ticking away. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second. Hand it off to Reed. He's got a big hole. Anderson comes up and makes the tackle. Anderson, kind of our last line of defense, and who's hurt? Please don't tell me that's Anderson. Okay. Whew. All right, a little bit of sigh of relief. Anderson was slow to get off, but Reed for the Cowboys is going to be injured. So that's going to bring in their backup running back in this one. So hopefully they got 2 backups, and hopefully we can start to stymie this offense just a little bit at least. Now, 2nd and 6, Britt's going to be under center. They send the tight end in motion once again. He moves to the slot. And Britt's got the snap, hands it to Bennett off to the left side. He's got a big hole. Pennington tries to chase him, unable to. Anderson, he's trying to get the stop, and they fight him off, and we finally get him. Whew. Oh, my goodness. Our linebackers had to come from about 20 yards back and makes the stop. But now that's 1st and goal for the Cowboy offense. Looking to actually take a lead now. We try to get them contained, but they're actually in position for the lead. Britt under center sends their tight end in motion once again from left to the right. As the snap, scans it, throws it, squeezed it in that zone. Ben Williams makes the touchdown reception right between 2 defenders. You've got to be kidding me on that one. And that's going to give Oklahoma State the lead here as we are about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And they have taken momentum from us. They have scored 10 points in a row unanswered. And so here we come out on our ensuing drive. It's time for us to put that answer up on the board. Under 2 minutes. Hand it to Birch up the middle. Big hole, but they close that one fairly quickly, and we still pick up 6 yards. Birch has got 38 yards on 6 rushes. We really need to get him folded into this game, I think, a little bit more often. That is something we just have not done yet. So 2nd and 4. We are going with a hurry-up if we could ever pick a dang play. And finally we do, and it's going to take a little bit longer. This is the slowest no-huddle offense that I think I've ever seen outside of what the Longhorns have done in real life. So Holt scans over, makes sure things are set, gets the snap. Runs forward as the pressure got there, tried to escape out of the pocket, unable to. And that brings up 3rd and 8. Dominic Holt, man, we tried to get everything set. They had great pass coverage on there. And pressure started coming. We thought we had a little gap open over the middle that we could try to squeeze through, just unable. And so Holt will be brought down for the sack. So now 3rd and 8, clock ticking away. Holt in the shotgun formation. Stands over, pocket holds, fires it. That's intercepted by Rivera. Rivera for the Cowboys starts bringing it back at the 30. And he's going to be finally brought down by Birch. Thankfully, he made a touchdown-saving tackle. And they're going to be moved back just a little bit, it looks like, for a chop block by the defensive lineman. So that's the first turnover of Holt for Holt this season, an interception. Really should not have thrown that one. Way too much traffic there. And that's going to give the Cowboys the ball back with 30 seconds remaining basically in this half to try to extend this lead. Now Britt is going to be in a shotgun. He sends his tight end over. He has the snap, scans over the field, fires it. He's got Neal down the right sideline who runs out of bounds after 25 yards. What a great route by that tight end. Or he may be a receiver. Looks like a tight end, though, just the way he's built. No, he is a receiver. Neal, on the little corner-type route, makes a catch and actually gets a few extra yards. We need to start squeezing them off on those edges to not allow those catches. So the clock did stop with 31 seconds left. Cowboys have a 1st and 10. Britt with the snap. Scans over, pocket holds, fires it deep down into the end zone, and that one's going to be out of bounds. Way out of bounds, actually. Not really even close to the receiver there. But so that brings up 2nd and 10. Some time did click away, only about 5 seconds. So we got just under 30 seconds here to go in the first half. Oklahoma State trying to extend their lead. Britt in a shotgun, has a snap. Pressure gets to him a little bit. He drops it off for Hall, makes a man miss. Hall down at the 8-yard line. As Oklahoma State, man, they are moving right now. Britt is tearing us apart. We did not plan for his passing game, and he is starting to just pull us apart. He's shown his inaccuracy a little bit, but then again, he just hit an out route on the opposite side of the field. So, kid can do some things, just not everything. So, 1st and goal, Britt. Empty set, has a snap, throws it over the middle, and that's going to be Hall once again. He picks up 4 yards as Oklahoma State will use their second timeout, stopping the clock with 16 seconds remaining in this first half. And this one is still going. As they come back set to the line, they're going to be under center. Power I formation is what it looks like to me. Britt has a snap, hands it to Cade, powering forward, and he fumbled it. He fumbled it, but they will recover. Oh, man, Cade fell into the end zone. I thought he got the touchdown, but no, he didn't. And so they fumble. They go hurry up instead of using their last timeout. Britt now rolling to the right, got no one. Throws it back. It's intercepted by White. He's off to the races, and he stumbles. Oh, my goodness, what a wild turn of events here at the end of this first half. Britt, I don't know. I mean, he had looked like lanes to run, but he decides to throw it all the way back across the field. Now, maintaining his own, thankfully, White was able to get there and get that interception and prevent them from putting points on the board. I'm not sure why they didn't call a timeout, actually. That would have made a lot more sense, but then again, the CPU and game clock management, it's never always been the greatest. You know what I'm saying? So that will bring us to the end of the first half. We are trailing. It is not something that happens to us very often, or at least hasn't happened to us very often in the last couple years. We've only scored 1 touchdown and 1 field goal. They have had some good pressure coming from their defensive line. They've gotten a few sacks. Britt, I got to give the kid credit. He's the backup quarterback, but he is standing in there tough and making those throws. We're trying to put hits on him. But look at that. Squeezed that one right between 2 defenders. Just could not squeeze that one away. And if we had been able to maintain our feet underneath us on that interception, what a different game we'd be talking about. So looking at it, time of possession is actually pretty close to even. I hate seeing that, but it is. Both teams with 1 turnovers, and they have been outgaining us in the passing game. Well, it looks like the overall total yards. So now we will start out the third quarter with the ball. And we're going to find Revis over the middle starting out here. And Revis picks up 17 yards down to about the 28-yard line. That's his second reception of the day, as he's got some good yardage. And Holt finally tipping up over 100 yards on the afternoon passing the ball. And Revis, he's coming through for us. He was like that, I'd say like that for us last season. And he's doing it again. We might want to look at starting giving him a little bit more playing time, a little bit more focus when he's out there on the field. Next play, we hand it off to Birch going up the middle. He'll pick up 5 yards, as he's got 10 rushes for 47 yards on the day, averaging 4.7. That's pretty good. We just need to get him the ball and help kind of build those numbers a little bit. But trailing by 3, that's kind of hard to do. So 2nd and 5, pistol formation, Holt. Run a little option. He's going to keep it. They're going to bring him down. They read that one perfectly. Holt gets stopped for a 1-yard loss by Jason Moore for the Cowboys defense. That was his first tackle on the game. So now 3rd and 6 from the 24-yard line. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. We're only 2 for 5 on third downs. We've got to improve that stat. Holt in a shotgun formation has the snap. Fires it, and that one's almost intercepted. Oh, my goodness. He almost jumped that route. He knocked it down, but we got lucky there. Hate saying we got lucky, but we did. And so now here we can line up for kind of a longer field goal for Harris. But we get the boot on it. Wind helps us out, and he will put it through. This game is now tied up with 4.5 remainings in the third quarter. 13-13. This has been a tough battle so far. Now, we would stop Oklahoma State with the 3-and-out and force them to punt it back to us. So here we are on our ensuing drive. Holt with 5 wide. He's got Paul over the middle. Paul down the sideline. Stiff arming his way, fighting forward all the way to the 12-yard line. Paul is our tight end. You don't see too much from him, but we might have to start getting him the ball a little bit more often after that catch and run. Wow, what a good catch on that. And then just to be able to take off and continue to fight forward. The defender got to him, he stiff-armed him, and finally got brought down after about 10 extra yards. And that's going to bring us a 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. This is how you take the lead, ladies and gentlemen. You capitalize in moments like this. So Holt's going to be in a pistol formation. He's going to run an option keeper. He's got a little hole, and they hit him hard and bring him down after a gain of 8. But he's 2nd and 2 now from inside the 10-yard line. So 2nd and 8, we should be around the 5 actually at this point. So 2nd and 2, about 4.5, 5-yard line. We're coming to the line in a shotgun formation, 4 wide, pistol formation, 4 wide, trying to get them split up. Hand it to Birch up the middle, bounce off our center, and finally get brought down. They close that gap fairly quickly. And if we had hit it the hole a little bit cleaner, we probably would have been better off, but bounced off our center, and Birch is brought down at the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal to go here, as we're going to come out in a pistol formation, hand it to Birch up the middle, lowers his shoulder, touchdown Tech. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Chris Birch, he got the handle on that and just put some pain to the defenders. Lowered his shoulder, bowled through the man, and got into the end zone. He would not be denied by that one. So we put that extra point through. That gives us a 1-touchdown lead in this game. And taking a look at 1-touchdown leads, Oklahoma is leading the number 21 Texas Longhorns 38-31 in the Red River rivalry game, as the Sooners are 2-3 on the season. Longhorns with the 1 loss to us. And so here we are now in the fourth quarter. 7.5 minutes to go. We are on the move. Holt, play action, rolls out to his right. Doesn't see anybody really there and finally throws that one away. Holt is 13-19 for 177 yards with the touchdown and the interception. He's had some better days. We've also had some worse days, let's be honest. So, hey, we'll take what we can get. Now Holt is going to come out 4 wide in a shotgun formation. Birch to his right. Hands it to Birch going left. Tries to make a cut and is brought down after a gain of 9 yards on that one. Chris Birch gives us from a 2nd and 10 to 3rd and 1, as he's got 92 rushing yards on the afternoon so far. Starting to see his numbers pick up a little bit, which is a good sign. So ball is placed at about the 25-26 yard line. 3rd and 1. We're going to come out in a pistol formation once again. Holt had a little bit of play action. Rolls out to his right. Kind of scans the field, fires it. They jumped that one. Wood for the Cowboys jumps up and gets that one. I wasn't even throwing it to that guy. But Wood makes a hell of a play, and that's going to be the 2nd interception thrown by Holt. Look at that. We try to get it to the backside. It looks like Hunter Sparks coming across the field there. But, man, Wood just jumped that route, and he gets the interception. So here comes Oklahoma State trying to make something happen. Trying to get back in this one. They fired over to Hall, who's making guys miss at the 50. Anderson finally brings him down. But he got a big gain on that one. Hall, 4 receptions for 43 yards. Having a pretty good afternoon for the Cowboys tight end there. So now they come back set quickly in a pistol formation. 3 wide. Britt checks the play with the sideline. He's got it all down, and he gets the snap. Hand it to Bennett up the middle. We're chasing him. He's breaking a tackle, and we finally get him brought down. Looks like Wilson finally brings him down from behind. But, man, they are starting to block that run pretty well as Bennett's now got about 60 yards on 6 carries. And so 2nd and 4, go and hurry up. They're going to be back in the pistol formation. Britt checks the sideline once again. Hall goes into motion. And he comes right back down and back out again. A lot of confusing motion here on this one. Britt finally gets the snap, scans over, fires it, and he's going to find action. That's Hall right there. Coming out of the slot, finds Hall for 13 yards. And Hall is starting to tear us up. He's got 56 yards on 5 catches. He's having a pretty good afternoon for himself. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys offense. Coming at about the 28-yard line. They're going to be back set in the pistol formation, continuing the hurry-up offense. Britt has the snap, scans over the field. Pressure's going to get there. He throws it up. And they make the catch, but no, he was out of bounds. Okay. Whew. Okay. That makes me feel better. They did actually make that catch just out of bounds, so it is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 9 here from the 29-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Oklahoma State trying to get this thing tied back up. As we now have Bullock back in the game, he's going to play action. They get him going immediately, and the receiver drops it. Man, that is not how you want to welcome your starting quarterback back into the ballgame. As with the drop, it looked like it hit him right in the chest. But I get it, our defender was right there, but still, come on. Now there's 3rd and 10 for the Cowboys. As Bullock is going to be in a shotgun formation. 3 wide receiver set, has the snap. Scans over, pressure gets there, and Wilson lays him out. Bill Bullock sacked for a loss of 7 yards. Wow. Wilson just bull rushed his defenders, and then what a violent hit. Just shoved the tackle to the ground, and then he plants Bullock into the turf. What a big play by this defensive end, as he is starting to, separate himself from Singletary and some of the guys who have played there before him. And they're going to kick a field goal. This thing is about, 50-some-odd yards? And they will actually make that one. All right, 20-16. I see how this is going to go right now. Taking a look, Notre Dame is going to lose again, this time to Virginia. Notre Dame was number 9. There's no way I don't even think they're going to be in the top 15. Virginia's an unranked team. And Oklahoma does hold on to beat Texas. But look at that. UCF goes on a scoring route over Iowa State and beats them by 21, 35-14. So now let's get back to our game. Holt taking a drive, trying to get a score to put this one away, and he threw that one into danger. Daniel Bowling almost made the interception, but just could not bring it all the way down, so that makes it 2nd and 10 from the 50. Holt still got 177 passing yards on the day, this time 2 interceptions to his tally. He's going to hand it to Birch, who cut right and got hit big after 7 yards. But that is a 3rd and manageable, which you kind of like to see. Boom, that was a violent shot. So 3rd and 3 is where we are at with 3 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. If we can get a touchdown, we can put this game away. A field goal, we're still in risk. But I think, touchdown, we can put it away. Now Holt's going to find Birch on the left. He's fighting forward. Chris Birch down at the 31-yard line. 3rd and 3. No need. We got 13. As that gives us a 1st and 10. So here we go. 2.5 minutes remaining. Using up a lot of this clock on this drive. Holt's going to be in a shotgun formation. Little option, hands it off to Birch, bouncing off his blockers, and he's going to pick up 8 yards and get us down to a 2nd and 2. He's now got 114 yards on the day with the touchdown he scored earlier, so a pretty good Saturday afternoon for that young man right there. And it looks like Oklahoma State does use a timeout. There's 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. 2nd and 2 from the 23-yard line. And Holt is going to come back out in a pistol formation, 4 wide. This time he hands it to Birch up the middle, cuts left, has an opening, and Chris Birch is brought down at the 16-yard line inside the red zone. As that was a big-time play to pick up that 1st down because Oklahoma State is going to end up using their timeouts. And if we can get, I think, 1 more 1st down, since they have 1 timeout remaining, 1 more 1st down, we may be able to actually run this clock out and come out of here with a good victory. So we're going to come out in a shotgun formation. Normally it would be a two-back set, but J.R. Kennedy's hurt, so we put Revis in there. He gets the screen, and Revis is brought down at about the 11-yard line. Maybe the 10-yard line is where they're going to mark him down at. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 4. It is the 11. So 2nd and 4 from the 11. J.R. Kennedy, our backup running back, did get hurt earlier in this game. Revis is basically our third stringer that we have right now. I might have to unredshirt someone, but we'll see how that goes. So 2nd and 4, Holt fires it to the left. Birch, race to the end zone. Touchdown, Tech. Get your guns up, Lubbock. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That is going to give us a 10-point lead right now. 2 minutes remaining in this game, 26-16. The extra point is pending. And Birch got open in that flat area, and then it was just a pure foot race, and no one's going to catch him with that kind of speed. Now, we did go for 2, so that puts us up by 12. So they will need 2 touchdowns in this game to take a lead. They will not be able to tie. They will need 2 touchdowns. It's a win or nothing situation. And they're going to find the receiver, Marcus Church, for 20 yards down the left sideline there. That was a good pass and catch on that one. I don't know what our defender was doing. He fell off his man pretty easily, a little too easy. I mean, we knew he'd struggle in that area. And yeah, he had the speed and caught back up, but you still wanted to see him play a little bit better than that, you know what I mean? So, minute 58 seconds remaining, 12-point lead. The score is 28-16 over the Oklahoma State Cowboys. As Bullock drops back, fires it to the right. It's going to be picked off by Andre Hayes. He goes upstairs to get that one. What a play by Hayes. In his coverage, he just saw that one coming. It did get floated up, but Hayes goes up and high points that and snags it out of the air, and that's going to be a turnover that can seal up this game for us. And look at that. Holt is going to kneel it down here in Stillwater. That is going to give us a big-time win, 28-16. This was not an easy-fought game. All right, got to keep in mind, it was tied pretty much till the end of the third quarter. Our defense stepped up hugely. Armstrong and Wilson coming off the edges. Hayes making that great play as a linebacker. White, Anderson in the defensive backfield making good tackles, not letting people get too far behind them. So a great game overall by this team, and that's going to be a big-time win. We're number 7 right now. We have a target on our back. Everybody's coming for us. And we really did need this one. It gives us some good momentum and, some confidence going into the remainder of our season here. So we will have one more game against the Big 12 North, I believe. That is actually going to be in the next episode against Kansas State. So we'll kind of see how this shapes out. But Oklahoma State's always, one of the biggest tests for us with the way the Big 12 has been reshaped with Texas and OU leaving. But I'm glad we could come in, get a big victory, a hard-fought victory, face some adversity with the turnovers, but we fought through it, came out on the other side. You can't ask for more from your guys, right? And all I can ask from you is if you have not hit that subscribe button, if you could go ahead and hit that button. And if you did like today's video, definitely give us a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel, and we greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at Champ & Sons. And once again, I also want to thank y'all for the support that all of y'all have shown the channel in the past couple of weeks. We've gotten over 100 subscribers now. That is an awesome mark to see. To be honest, didn't really think I'd hit that very quickly. But thank y'all so much for the support to the channel and for this series. And we will see you in the next episode. Once again, that will be against Kansas State. So we'll see what happens facing off against them. But until then, everybody, stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.